A lot of times people will say, how do I wash my mask? That's what we're going to show you. It's really simple. Basic soap and water. So we usually start with water, warm, and whatever soap. So I'll take a little soap here. You just basically get soap. Mostly what will happen is that you get oils on the bladder here, and so I put a little soap in my hand and I kind of rub and use my hand to scrub. The other thing that happens is you'll get saliva and so forth, particularly on the exit port. So come down here and just basically make sure, run some water through both of the ports. And then when I'm done, I make sure it's kind of squeaky so you can tell when all the soap is gone. And then to test to make sure, I just run water through that way, and that will show me that the septa has been cleared. The other thing that usually happens when you wash is that they'll tend to stick. So once you get ready to use these again, you'll probably want to take your syringe and just poke through to make sure the septa is not stuck, which happens most of the time, which is also part of the reason why we have people test them before we start to use them. So after it's dried, you can either set it off to the side on a piece of paper towel, or if you're in a hurry, take another piece of paper towel and just kind of dry it like this, and it's usually ready to go. So that's how you wash the mask bodies. The second phase is oftentimes you'll have people that sweat that use the neoprene. Now washing neoprene is a little different, which is the only thing you don't want to do is once it's wet is wring it, because at that point you'll rip the fabrics of the neoprene. So normally if I'm washing neoprene, I'll fill up the sink with some hot water. Once again, I'm not too particular about the style of soap, but I'll, just kind of like Grandma used to do, take it in there and just scrub it and turn it over. Scrub it. I'll abbreviate that. And since I use soap, I'll just kind of rinse it like this. But the important point is don't wring neoprene. And this is true for any neoprene. So what I usually do is take it like this and kind of roll it up here like that. And then rather than twist, I'll squeeze in my hands just to compress it as much as I can. So just squeeze it out as good as you can, and then put it away. Now another thing about the neoprene is you can also wash these in like a clothes washer. But if you're going to wash them in a washer, make sure to link the hook and loop before you wash it. Okay, what this does, or basically this protects the hook from going through the wash. So if you happen to forget to do this, what happens is this hook will reach on and grab this and tear it, so that when the masks come out after having not been looped, they're really beat up. So this will help you wash them in a washing machine. If you want to dry them, you can dry them on a low heat. They will dry. Most of the time I prefer not to dry them. If I've got time, I'll just hang them and let them air dry, because heat's not all that good for neoprene. But if you're in a rush, you can wash them. You can dry them in a dryer, preferably at the lowest possible heat setting.